On the table today at Squirrel Stampede, do you see? Is that really Botbots on the table? Do you think? Botbots are back? Series 6. What do you know? Botbots. So we've got Ruckus Rally on the table, we have the Pet Mob, and we have the Hunger Hubs. What can be better than food and pets, right? So lots of Botbots on the table to go through, hide with other Botbots on shelves everywhere about, go through the mall, discover more, lots of Botbots, Ruckus Rally. Let's begin the Botbots Series 6 review.
Squirrel Stampede!
What say we start with the Botbots Ruckus Rally Hunger Hubs? 5-pack? I think there's a mystery in there. I must know right away. Pull tire. Who is this mysterious Botbot? Wrapped in plastic. Any guesses? Any guesses? Could be any bot. It's gotta be Dud Spud, a certainly large and vocal voice of the Hunger Hubs. French fries. And shall we see transformed?
Yeah!
Standing a little taller now with a quirky face and visor. This dude really wants to tip over on me. So a good start, good character. Who doesn't want French fries? Alright, what do we got? We got 4 more in this pack, all looking very tasty. Let's get them out. To the untrained eye, we merely have broccoli, a roasted turkey, an Eggo waffle, and a watermelon. Hey, where's that watermelon going? Get back here. You don't leave this review, you. So 4 more Botbots. I'm guessing this is Brocco Lonely, Cold Turkey, Wafflenetic, and Don Melon.
Don Melon out of here.
Oh, no you don't. You're not escaping this review just yet. Got to look at you guys closer. So the others, why don't we see your robot form? How about Wafflenetic? What do you got? And Cold Turkey? And Brocco Lonely. Okay, that's a good showing of bot. All standing at attention. Brocco Lonely looking kind of disfigured. Cold Turkey with the leg blasters. Can barely see your eyes, Wafflenetic. And Don Melon, nice tie. Brocco Lonely common. Love the face on this one. Very squiggly. Big green stalk of broccoli. Probably the easiest to transform of the day. Cold Turkey though. Cold Turkey is rare and I like the little leg blasters. You can place them into its hands and or just leave on the back there. Or maybe even use as clubbing. Pretty good one. Wafflenetic is common. Very Eggo waffle-like. Hard to see his face. He's really hiding under there. But you can cover him down. And Don Melon. Don Melon, probably the silliest one with the tie and the glasses. Very nice, very tasty watermelon. And one more time with Dud Spud, who is also common. Dud Spud you see quite early on in the Botbots show. Okay, for today's start of Botbots Hunger Hubs, are you hungry yet? Looks that way. So what say we jump on over to the Botbots Ruckus Rally Pet Mob pack. This is a 7-8 pack. The Pet Mob comes with more mobs of pet. Kinda interesting the Hunger Hubs didn't have a multi-pack, or do they? I don't know, I didn't get one. And of course inside we've also got a secret figure. Let's go right to it. I gots to know right away who is our secret Botbot. Shrouded in mystery. It's a rat! A common rattletail. I suppose we can invite this nice little common squirrel rat onto the table. Black with pink feet, yellow tail. Ultimately cute, transform for us please, rat tail. And most greasily transformed, actually pretty easy, just kind of a standing up rat with arms exposing onto the sides there, and a flip down jaw to see robot head. From this angle, still looks like a rat. This tail retracts, which is kind of fun. Goes all the way in and all the way out. It's not a super rare, but we'll invite him into the squirrel family. Well, let's free out the rest of the pet mob. Okay, I think you would never know by just looking at them. We have common house pets. There's a very cute little husky pup. Chow wow must be just a bowl of dog food. There's a cute little cricket. I don't know what this is yet. I'm afraid to say what I think it is. There's Fuzzy Fearless, a cute little hamster squirrel. Ginger, where's Ginger? A caged red bird. And I think my favorite, the ant farm. So all of these, could not possibly be anything else. They are just common house pets, or house pets food, or house pets droppings. Yuck. They're common house pets. Nothing more, right? Right? Uh-oh, something's going on with that one. And it transformed. It's Patricia Pickup. Patricia Pickup. So it is indeed a doggy pickup bag. A doggy poo pickup bag, kind of in a translucent blue with what you know is on top. And a little spoon actually appeared inside the headpiece there, a little spoon accessory. So probably the most foul of the Botbots today for sure. How did that get by? Quite clever. Uh-oh, I think more are transforming. 2 more Pet Mob Botbots here. We have Cricket here, and I've not seen the episode yet, but clearly from space. This is the Jiminy Cricket of Space Invasions here. Very creepy. Nice little weapon. Just dropped it. Shell of a body transformation. But a good one. I like this one. It's very, very creepy. And then Fuzzy Fearless. What's going on with Fuzzy Fearless? Very tall. Tall is Fuzzy Fearless's game. And shelled in by its body there on this side. Looks more like the hamster we just saw. So 2 more seemingly innocent pets now turned into Botbot Pet Mobs. So 3 more in the pack. This one just looks like a bowl of food. There's our very cute husky and a bird in a cage. Let's see if I can manually transform the Chow Wow. I haven't done one yet. Let's see. Front panel possibly flips down. They're always so tight and lacerations to follow at the start. Ooh, ball jointed arm. Oh my, sometimes screwdrivers help. There's the legs. Got the legs out. They're so tight at first. I should have had more Chow Wow myself for strength. There we go. Wow, was that tight at first. Get these arms back on. There's not much reach with these arms. And the leg is pulled down again. There we go, we got it. Not totally feeling the interestingness of Chow Wow. Then for these guys next to it, what do they got to do? Okay, both of those were way easier to transform than Chow Wow was. What is going on with Coach Husky's face? That is a zany tiny robot head on that one. That is too silly. Nothing too special about Feathers Uncaged. It is a rare, but it's not so rarely interesting. I think he might have been a milk carton in another life. And Chow Wow again. Chow Wow growing on me. Has a good doggy detail on chest plate and kind of a shiny metallic paint up on top for the food. So for this very strange grouping here, oh wait, we forgot the Ant Farm, my favorite one. How did I almost forget Anti-Farmwild, my favorite one of this collection. Very funny, the Ant Farm idea, sorry, didn't mean to shake you guys up. The Ant Farm idea, pretty original, should be easy to transform. Legs on the bottom, fold out, legs, arms on the side, open up, fold out too, everything folds out, and head lifts up. So that's an easy one. Less painful finger lacerations with the Ant Farm one. What's it holding to? It's got like articulation on this arm for some reason. I guess it's just articulated arm. And a claw arm too. This may have just been a repurposed claw machine Botbot. So out of this group of pet mobs, obviously just said the Ant Farm is my favorite. This one obviously the most disturbing. I like Fuzzy Fearless. Let's get back into hamster mode for squirreling. We'll never know that it is a Botbot. And Fuzzy Fearless is rare, along with Anti-Farmwell and Feathers Uncaged again. Good collection of pet mobs, and I like using this guy for like an alien plot point. So let's squirrel back over to the Hunger Hubs. We have one more 5-pack. Seems to only have 5 packs with these. I'm not exactly sure, but that's what Amazon sent us. What do we have for our secret poll? Could be anything. It could be anything. It would be really cool to see at least one character in the rare oil slicks. And it's a rare oil slick! Whoa, no way, look at that, so exciting. What is it? It's like a bunch of dead grapes or something. So it's Skids Snacks of the rare oil slicks, and you can kind of see that by the shimmery metallic green and blue and pink and purple, and I'm assuming this is a bunch of grapes. I've got a leaf and a bunch of grapey-like things, so it's got to be that. And now we got to just figure out what does it do. Is that an arm? This one's very organic for sure. Another hand. Everything is like coming apart. These are shells? Okay, these are going to swing back to towards the back. I see the feet now, and these are the arms. It's kind of quite cool. Kind of a robotic interior. How do we get to that head? Do we just kind of lift this up a little bit and rotate? Kind of feels that way. Rotate up. I think there he is. Hard to see. That's Skid's Snacks. So glad to find one of these. Very weird, very odd. Gotta be a bad guy, right? Gotta be a bad guy. I probably should watch more Botbots. Let's get the rest out of pack. Okay, what do we got here? We have a fried egg, which I really like that one. So it's a nice tasty egg of fry. And we'll add in some bacon. Bacon and eggs, I like that. Rebel without a queso. So some blue nacho chips. Rather tasty looking. And another broccolonely, so nothing too exciting with that one. We just saw that one. I suppose we have to start with bacon. We gotta know what bacon does. That's the best. A bacon Botbot. What do you know? Break apart the bacon up top, and I think it's its arms. And flip down this piece, and we've got a face piece. And do we have legs? What do the legs do? They just kind of pull out a little bit. And we can flip down that piece a little bit. And I believe there's a secret weapon on the back. A secret accessory weapon. Gotta get one of these tight little watch glasses screwdrivers on these because they get so tight at first. And we can hold on to a tiny little cleaver. Gots to love this one. This is a take with you anywhere, especially if you go on a business trip where someone orders bacon and then you place it into their plate and then they eat this and then they choke on it and then they spit it out across the room and it lands in a fish tank and then the fish tank eat it and then they spit it out and it shoots across the room again and it hits the ceiling fan and the ceiling fan knocks it over into a glass wall and everything shatters and then the building collapses because it was built out of glass, which then floods the city with tiny shards of glass and then cars start crashing because tires start popping and oh my, I gotta stop. That's Pork Chop Common. Pork Chop, that's not the best name. I should have went with more something bacon-like. But I'll take it. This was one I wanted to see. Okay, let's go up next with the Sunny Side Up, and it is actually Sunnyside. Sunnyside is the name. It is common. It is a egg. I like that. It's a little different. How do we even start with this one? It's so UFO-like. Is that a panel to... Oh, look at that face! That is an awesome face. Wow, that stands out. Totally grimacing, burning, frying look on the face there. I like that. Okay, flip this up. What's under here? There's more stuff under there? No, I think that's just how it's prepared. Then we've got arms. Arms to open up. And then this part slides down. This is where the legs are hidden. I had the legs sticking out earlier. There we go. Those are its feet. And I don't know which direction those feet want to go, like that. Maybe like that. And then flip back the head. Where did I even start with this one? Okay, I think we got it. Why am I all of a sudden thinking duck? Like it reminds me of a duck. Okay, there's Sunnyside. That's a pretty cool one. It is only common, but I would put it as commonly awesome. Egg and bacon characters to fight. Very cool. Then we've got Rebel without a queso. I think we've seen this one actually. This one looks really familiar in past Botbot worlds. And that just simply transforms. I don't know if I'll get this face panel. There we go. Another good face panel though. Nice and deep. You can see that across the room. That one's also common. And then we've seen before our Broccolonely. So a couple. I'm troop building broccoli. Great. So everything pulled there today was common except for this great guy. This was the win of the pack. However it looks. It's so odd. So who am I missing here? How do you get this pizza guy? I want the pizza guy. That looks amazing. Vegetron is rare, have not found. Tappy Takeout, have not found. Found Rebel without a queso. Let's get a little check mark in there. And Dudspud we saw. Don Mellon was funny. Wafflenetic. Cold Turkey was rare. Did I notice that before? Can't remember. The Tenderizer have not found. And of course there's a few other super oily things maybe in there. Love to find that pizza though. Wow. But a good start. Good start to the Hunger Hubs of Series 6. And now back to the pet mob of the Ruckus Rally. I already see a couple repeats. We've got another rat and another dog food bowl. But there's a few other new ones. A cat. I like the cat. Squirrels might not. What do we got as our secret pull? I like how I'm going with a secret first today. What do we have? Since we've already pulled an oily rare, I'm quite happy with anything we can get now. By the way, after like 500 reviews, I finally broke off the tip of my X-Acto blade today trying to unfold a Botbot off screen. Gonna have to get a new blade. I can't believe how long I've... Oh, wow! Another one! Very cool. What is it? Is that a Magikarp? This is Fish Oil, another Oil Slicks character. Super rare, or well, rare, or whatever you want to call. Harder to find for sure. I like this one a little bit better than the first one. It's a little more defined. The first one was very hard to understand. This one, I get it. It's a fish. And what do we do to transform said fish? This pops up. These little flippers move somehow. There's arms back here. Got an arm there. Oh, I see its legs now. I guess I get it. The oil slicks like you're at the mall and there's a gross parking lot. I think these fins are supposed to swing around, but they're super tight. Oh, this one moved so much easier. That fin really moved. This fin, not so much. But there we go. That took me forever. Sorry about that. There is our Botbots Fish Oil. And I think even the oil slick on this one performs better because of the smoother surface. Purple, red, blues, yellows, just shiny slick of oil. Whereas this one was a little trickier with the grapes. But two of them today, two of them, that is so cool. Never expected to even get one to show, so I'm really excited. Very nice. Who else is in the pack? And what do we have here? Well, there's that other bowl of Chow Wow. And that other Rattletail character. We've seen these two before, so we can kind of put them to the side. Overcoiled, a snake. Kind of creepy cobra. Quacked Up over here off the side of the screen. A Quacked Up. I think we've seen this one before in some series. Bully Bulldog. I think it's like a little collar, a bark collar maybe. Control collar. Looks like a collar. It's got like a band. Aunt Kitty, so it's a kitty cat to go along with our husky. I like that one. And So Humorous, a giant bone. I like that one a lot. So humorous. So where can we start here? There's a lot of stuff on the table. Well, let's go with Bully Bulldog first. This is actually a rare. That's a rare piece, so that's a good find. And I'm still confused what it is. I think we can transform to help us out. The legs are hidden underneath, way under there. I think it's gonna be a tall character. It's gonna be very tall. And the head plate is under there. Oh, it's got a cute little chihuahua-like face for a bulldog. So I think this one wins the weirdest award. It's just kind of weird. I gotta watch through more of these episodes, see if I can see any of these guys on screen. Maybe it would help me a little bit. There's just so many to watch these days. So much content. I can't keep up with it all. So certainly an interesting find of the pack. Then Overcoiled the snake. Eee. I might have to give this guy, like, place him in my G.I. Joe Cobra collection. It could be kind of like a secret spy for Cobra. I like that. Overcoiled. What do we have? Arms on the side. Those are very tight. And then it uses its head as a weapon. I like that. That's clever. So you kind of have to, like, flip this guy over in the transformation to get him. And once you got him, he's actually pretty cool. I like that. I like the coil around the body, kind of hiding inside, and the weapon of the head. Very nice. Very nice one. Then we've got Quacked Up, who I quacked up on screen, broke off one of his feet or wings, and I'm having the most difficult time getting them back on these posts. So I gotta work on that. Let's see if we can get Quacked Up. Cute little duck. Let's see, rotate that. There's its robot head. Flip up its beak and its feet on the back. I'm really sure we've seen this one in like a rubber ducky form or something. I'm really quite sure of it. But it's been over a year since we've looked at Botbots. So it's really cool to see that Series 6 is still out there. So Quacked Up, just a common, nothing too special. Then we've got our kitty cat, who is also common, Aunt Kitty. Squirrels will not like, especially being a superstitious black cat. Ah! What? What is that? Is that Aunt? That Aunt Kitty? Rotate the head back. I don't know. That's just a weird one. Another weird one of the day. That leaves us with So Humorous. I like the bone one. Seems familiar though. Have we seen a bone before? I don't know. Lift up for eyes. Oh, I really get a kick out of all these faces, and this one's really cute. I like the face. Very cute. Okay, there's So Humorous. You can rotate those wrists. That one's cool. I like this one quite a bit. And that's everyone in the pack? I think it was. Make sure here there should be 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. So 8 in that pack. Who are we missing in the guide? Okay, so we actually have found everyone in the pet mob. We found common crickets, common Putricia, rare feathers uncaged, common chow wow, common quacked up, top row good. Bully bulldog was rare, anti-farmwell rare, common Aunt Kitty, so humorous, common, rare, fuzzy fearless, Coach Husky, Rattletail, and Overcoiled. So we completed the collection. That helps when you actually have 8 packs versus the smaller 5 packs of the Hunger Games. And then over here off to the side, if you're looking for some really crazy ones, almost cat-like, not sure what that is. So, pretty good though with the pet mob. So that's a pretty good showing of Botbot tribes for the day, the pet mob and the Hunger Hubs. Lots of good characters found. Even some rare oil slicks. Didn't see that coming. Stay tuned for a couple more tribes upcoming. I've got the Gamer Geeks, a couple packs of Gamer Geeks. Look at this Autobot Insignia Botbot. That's great. I always like the electrical gaming ones. They're fun, technical. They look just about right for Botbots. And they also work well integrating with your regular Transformers. And then we have more 8 packs of the Custodial crew, and these are a lot of fun too. What happened there? Yeah, these are quite a bit of fun. So another review coming for those 2 series of Ruckus Rally Botbot Series 6. So that's the Botbots Ruckus Rally Hunger Hubs and Pet Mob. What do you think? If you like today's video, please give us a squike, squirrel eye, but squament your favorite Botbots. Which bots would you like to see? Which bots do you like to pet? Which Botbots do you like to eat? Anything about Botbots is always good. Thank you so much for watching. That's what I have to say about that.